Welcome to an episode of the Oxygen Not Included Beginner's Guide series. Quite the name of the series it is. So I believe what we were going to be working on in this episode was a new source of power. It seems somebody got some food poisoning, and I'm not entirely sure where we got that from. Maybe it's just left over from taking so long to get our sinks. So what are we researching? The battery. Okay, so once this battery is done, that's when we'll set up our power. But we could start digging out the room. This is going to be temporary. Eventually, I am going to have a door out, and this will be how we travel in and out of the base. And I'll have the power generated outside the base because it makes a lot of heat, and keeping the base at a pleasant temperature is quite difficult sometimes. So this is going to be temporary, but eventually we'll move it out here. For now, this is what we'll be doing. I left this gap here in the middle because eventually... Do we have it unlocked? This farm station will increase plant growth rates. So I left a space for that for further down the line if we wanted. I just dug out a little corner piece here to let this water flow out, and then we can mop it all up. Oh, we got new printables. What do we have here? Curative tablets. I can read. Decorating, wrenching. We don't really need another person. I don't think it'll hurt to have these, but I probably won't use them right away. I don't think he gets food poisoning. Does anyone have food poisoning still? No. Nesbit has... she's recovered. So I wonder if they'll just eat it if it's necessary? I've never really had the, really gotten those before. So I've built a box down here, and we are collecting coal in it, because we're going to be burning coal down here. And then I'm going to put another one here, and I'm going to put a bunch of dirt in it. Ooh, looks like we've got some skills. Marie, let's go higher level research. Ooh, and now that we've done that, I believe we can actually give her another, yeah. So as they improve through the columns, they get higher tiered hats. So I don't know that if this is going to be where I'm going to keep this forever, or if this is going to be a temporary location for it, but I'm going to also place our rock crusher, since we're going to need refined copper once we get the smart battery going. We've also built a box so we can put ore, and I guess we won't have it yet. Once we have purified copper, I'll also store it here. I feel like our research isn't researching much. Let's check her priorities. Should be... Oh, she's got tidying. Okay. Let's do that. I was like, man, why is this taking so long? It's because she's not researching. I don't know if I said this when I was talking about how you can move around the map. You can also click the middle button and drag. So if you want your dupes to start cleaning, something you can do is... It's really easy to make like infinite storage in the game. You could just have a buttload of these storage bins, fill up a whole room. I do that quite often, but honestly, there's also no point in not just using the infinite storage. Some people will set it up kind of like this, where the infinite storage ends up here, and then have water so that they can put stuff that also... like the polluted dirt or anything like that that also produces oxygen or gases. They'll use the water to stop that from happening. I don't go that far, but what you can do, there's two versions. One is you can just do like all and then put sweep only, which means that you need to use this button to say, okay, move these things into the storage. That way you can stop them from picking up stuff you don't want. The other problem would be that if it wasn't sweep only, okay. The way that the infinite storage works is you just dump it all in one square on the floor. So what we'll do is if you set this to everything, sweep only, and then when it gets full, you can just hit all and then do this again, and it'll dump everything that was in it onto the floor. Which explains why you'd want it to be sweep only, because otherwise they'll pick up everything that you just dropped and put it back in. And it obviously helps you control what goes into it better by saying don't put polluted stuff in here. The other method is something that we'll be doing further down the line, which involves this guy, the automatic dispenser. So what it does is whatever you put in it, it automatically just spits out on the floor. But we don't want to get that quite yet, so we'll be using the storage bin trick. You'll probably want to set this pretty low so that if something gets picked up, it'll go to its preferred storage, which is why we have these at like 8s. You know, there's no point in putting seeds in this on the floor when they go over here. Oh, thank God the research is done. Okay. I've been waiting so long. So now that that's done, let us queue... That's a tempting one, but not yet. The main goal for me is the deodorizer. This is helpful to have because you can use water to get out carbon. Sometimes you use it, sometimes you don't. Depends on how much you're producing. The other thing that'll be really nice to have is these airflow tiles and these doors. These block air from moving, where opposed to the mesh ones we have currently. Okay, now that we have that researched, what we're going to need to do is purify some copper. I got so ready to do it and then forgot to queue it. While we wait for some of that to get refined, we can start with the coal generator. We just won't hook it up yet. We don't want this burning when it doesn't need to be working. Another thing I'm doing while I wait is I'm going to put a bottle emptier right here, and I'm just going to start pooling some of the polluted liquid here. I'll also use the thing to clear polluted oxygen here and here. So any of this liquid, as you can see, it's putting off polluted oxygen. We'll be doing that here and purifying it. This is going to be the room where we recycle water, basically, so that's why I'm putting it where I am. Let us see. Is that operating? Oops, there's a printable. Yeah, so generate power. I think that's what this would be. So no one's prioritizing this. It's certainly not the -3. Well, you have a new job, Frankie. I need you to go use this real quick. What do we have to print here? Get dirt. Not interested in more people yet. We do have some more skills. Better construction. Go crops first. Since we have a dedicated construction worker, we'll go with the digging. There we go. Thank you, Frankie, for coming down and doing this for me. I set it to priority 8 as well. So they were taking their sweet, sweet time. We ran out of power. That won't be an issue soon. Airflow tiles! Go, Frankie, go! Go, Frankie, go! We do have automation wires, correct? Do I need to research that? I may have forgotten an important part. Dang it. We need automation wires to make this work. How did I forget something so simple? That's just what happens with a game that has so much going on in it. That'll give us time to get some more refined copper, which we'll need... I think it's just called copper once it's purified. There, yeah, just copper. So it'll give us time to get more copper going. But yes, we need to research those wires first, and then we can go back to what we were doing. Well, at least we have enough to build the smart... Where did the smart battery go? There it is. I also just realized that I don't think I've had my cooking station set to a very high priority. So I'm going to change that. We do want to be making food. Don't have a dedicated cook yet, which is really unfortunate, but... research complete. Now we can do what we were trying to do. Let's get this back on there. So now we have the battery and automation. We're gonna need to get this. This is cute, so we just gotta wait for someone to come and do this. Oh, I forgot. The other thing we can put in here is eggshells. Because you can crush eggshells to lime here. So this is the automation screen. It's much like the power and gas and water menu, so you can see where things need to go from. So we want to take a wire from here to there. And then what we'll be able to say is, you know, start working at 50% and stop at 80%. So it will look how full this battery is, and if it's within this gap, it'll turn on the coal generator and it will burn coal. But once it gets up to 80%, then it will stop running this. The reason you don't want this running all the time is because it produces a lot of heat, a lot of gas, and it takes a resource, so you don't want to be using or producing any of that if not necessary. And then for now, we will take the power directly from the generator. Oops. Let's give a cancel on that guy. So we're going to take the power from the generator and run it to the battery. I would rather be using a different power cord, but I don't have that researched at the moment. And then we'll go from the battery into the rest of the system. If we go straight into, from the generator into the power, it won't work. Right. My sanity, I am going to put tidying to very high for right now and just get this cleaned up. And then we'll go back to building. Ooh, a new printable. Man, that means we've gone through 9 days already. Let's take the seeds. I was briefly tempted to get another dupe, but no. We shall wait still. Alright, we've gotten some amount here. I just want to show you. Just click this. It'll dump them all out. Open it up. Ta-da! And it'll just store everything you find in this one little square. Oh, we've gotten a colony achievement. Let's see what we got. Red light, green light. Use automations. And we can see our time lapse for a bit. I love that it's centered here, so like half our base is just gone. It's gone so far since the start. Currently we have no permitted food. That's because we're waiting for this to be turned into food. There we go. I've gone ahead and returned people back to their regular rate on this. We've got some things cleaned up. Not a whole lot yet though. Okay, so now that we have that automation down, let's check the power. It looks like it's working fine. It's getting full. It's being powered by this person though. So we're gonna want to deconstruct that building. We don't want them using their time, basically, to produce power when we've got this guy now. Now we shall have no power concerns. Ooh, I got our deodorizer. Alright. So we're gonna want the one there and there. Meaning we're going to want our polluted water here. This is going to be a little bit of a pain because we're going to have to watch who brings over this and then tell them to go to wash their hands after they're done. Alright, go straight to the bathroom and clean up, please. I could have put a sink situation here, but didn't feel like it. I think that's all. No, there's one more. We're also going to get these guys connected to power. Like so. Thank you, Marie. Please go wash your hands again. Okay, I think that's all that taken care of. Yeah, so we don't need to watch as closely anymore. But now, this, once it has power, will convert this polluted oxygen into regular oxygen, which will help kill off these food poisoning in the air. They can't really live in normal oxygen, but they can continue to live in polluted. Alright, we went from everyone about to die to quite a bit. So that's good. Getting him to cook has been helpful. Nice, so it just kicked on again. Very nice that we've got that going. It took a bit longer than I anticipated for sure. Soon we'll want to convert the power lines that we have, because currently we're using a lower end one, but we'll want to get up into like this heavy watt or this conductive soon, so that they can power more things without breaking. I think, having looked, that might be what I want to research. Ooh. Water situation would be nice though. Ooh, I'm torn. Let's check. Let's go into power. Potential is 800, so we're still good. So we're not overloading it. But this, how much does this take? 5. Okay, we're still good. So we will start our research into the bathroom situation. Very excited to get that working. Oh, buddy, you don't need to clean that. It's sitting in polluted water. It's going to be gross. I appreciate the effort, though. So as you can see, it takes sand, uses sand, and it'll only run when it takes in polluted oxygen, otherwise it'll just chill. So it shouldn't run a whole lot. And we got some more research done. Oh, are we out of copper? No, I just don't have a cute. Okay, I was quite concerned there that I was out of copper. Not, am I? See all. Let's check here. Copper ore. Ooh, we are out. Okay, so I need to cue some digging of copper ore. Luckily, we have a bunch over here. Fortunately for them, it's underwater, but it's fine. They'll just be very unhappy for a bit. We're going through days today. Ooh, muckroot. Ooh, algae. We still have quite a bit of algae, so let's print some muckroot. That's just some food that they can eat just as is. We've got a skill. Marie seems to be leveling up quite a bit faster than everybody else. So this would add 3 to her morale need. Which is covered for now, but we could also go with improved carrying. Maybe that's what we'll do. Did I just turn this off and not disable it? I want it deconstructed. I mean, it stopped them from working on it, but that wasn't the plan. And then we'll probably want to take this guy down too. The problem with those is they lose power, whereas the smart battery basically doesn't. Yeah, so here we have a power leak, but it would be much higher on, say, this guy. So it's 1,000 versus the 400. So that's why, another reason to use the smart batteries. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to do for this episode. It's a bit hard for me to judge how long the edited version is going to be because I've been recording for over an hour. It took longer to get that research done, and it didn't help that I forgot things like the automation wire, that kind of stuff. So that's why it took me a bit longer, but we have our power going now and we have a smart battery. Eventually we'll get better wires for this, but for now that will do. Next episode, I think we'll probably be setting up our water system and the bathrooms. Hopefully get this all cleaned up soon. But yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you guys have any questions about anything in particular, do let me know. I will try to address it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.